Welcome to you all in my channel. How are you? What mood are you in right now? Are you happy, sad, angry, or did you just have a short temper at work or home or in a shop or inside your car because you are stuck in heavy traffic and the car ahead is not moving as quickly as you want? Everyone will experience negative emotion at some point in their lifetime, but especially if you are short-tempered, it can drive you to respond in a damaging way. A friend said something hurtful, your child is angry, or your boss makes a complaint, or your partner, and you did not get in return as quickly as expected. Any of this can trigger a reaction causing to have short temper. Now let's get into the root of negative emotions. Negative emotions such as anger or being sad is as necessary as happiness and any other positive emotion. It is necessary to feel because it acts as a form of protection, and it even helps us to process our own emotion so that you don't end up in resentment, being resentful to someone else. If you would like to know about how to process emotion, I have attached the link in the description. Do not forget to check on how to process your emotion. Most of our negative emotions are rooted in our childhood and comes from the experiences that may have created lasting emotional wounds, which shows up in your adult relationship with your friends, kids, and even in social circle. It is absolutely possible to manage your reaction to the triggers. By controlling impulsive responses, you can consider the situation and choose to speak or act in a way that best serves you. How your parents express their own anger or their temper might have taught you to do things that you are doing. When you are angry, stressed, the hormone floods into the body, shutting down rational part of our brain. You may run and hide, attack or deny, depending on your upbringing. How was the family environment? How were parents? How were the siblings, etc. By learning a few things about your own anger or short temper, you can find better ways to addressing the emotion and to prevent it from controlling your own life. Number 1. Suppressed anger is like a volcano. Accept that it is okay to have negative emotions such as anger, sadness, jealousy, short temper, but be aware of their extremes. Anger can make others uncomfortable and frightened. Maybe your parents might have encouraged you to bottle up when you were young instead of letting it out to make you a good child. But the problem with suppression is it creates a mountain of explosive feelings, and that can eventually erupt in harmful ways, from physical illness and depression to self-defending behaviors. So it's okay to let it out. Number 2, always know that your anger is trying to talk to you. Never ignore what it is trying to tell you. Anger is your brain's way of telling that something upsets you. If something is important enough to you that causes the emotion, it obviously too significant to be dismissed. So it's important to acknowledge the anger and the root cause of anger. Number 3, your body tells you when you're angry. Anger and short temper often develop so quickly and intensely that it's hard to recognize you are even feeling angered before you react. By learning to recognize what anger does to our body, for example, makes your face hot, creates pressure in your neck and in your head, and you will be able to create the space between the trigger and your reaction. Number 4, reactions can be controlled. If you find yourself with signs of irritation, find some understandable ways in which you can express your anger. For example, shouting alone in your room, squeezing nearby objects, or even crying, which is a healthy way of expressing your annoyance. But it's important to be aware that being quick to anger can negatively affect your physical and mental well-being. Do you qualify as having a short temper? Now, let's check if you have short temper. Becoming irritated easily. Experiencing shortness of breath while you are reacting or while you're having short temper. Feeling the vision is blurry when you're upset. Experience an increase in blood pressure during the blowout or sudden headaches. Having a racing heartbeat when confronted with the source of anger. Suddenly feeling headache or lightheaded. Heavy breathing, flushed skin, pulsating veins. If you frequently feel angry, you may eventually be left in a state where your blood pressure is continuously high. It can even delay the work your body does to lower your blood pressure as you sleep. A short temper is usually seen with very little or no warning. It is an explosion of the emotion. While any negative emotion or short temper are understandable reason to be upset, it is equally important to understand that people may single you out and even warn others about how you react, and people might even avoid being with you. Another sign that your anger has become a problem is noticing that people tend to walk on eggshells around you. If after a few violent outbursts, if you notice that your friends, your colleagues, anyone in the family member choose their word carefully and appear to be on at the edge while interacting with you, this could be because they are afraid of triggering your anger. Once people are so conscious of your temper, you may be denied the chance to experience your own loved ones fully. Angry traits are commonly found in people suffering from major depressive disorder. Short temper and anger may lead to anxiety if you have lived with anxiety. Then you are probably familiar with the uncomfortable sweating, trembling, rapid breathing, etc. Research have found that intense and frequent feeling of anger and high temper are known associates of physical symptoms and anxiety. Now, how can we cope with short temper or anger? Some immediate ways of coping. Do some cardio exercise. When you feel that your heart starts rising or beating fast, stop what you're doing and move your body. Go for a run or do 50 jumping jacks in your living room. Number 2, just scream into the pillow. Take the pillow and let all that frustration, that anger out. That definitely helps. Take a cold shower. A study in 2010 found that immersing in cold water redirects your stress from whatever is making you angry to whatever will make you cold. It instantly cools your brain. Highly effective way of calming your body, releasing anxiety, releasing stress, and even increasing your tolerance capacity. Breathe. If you can recognize your triggers, you may be able to breathe yourself into a state of calmness. Try slow breathing exercise. Apologize. If necessary, a sincere apology includes ways you see yourself improving, such as I won't raise my voice because I know it scares you. This is very honest and authentic way of reflecting on your own negative emotion. Being able to redirect yourself in a moment can help you catch so that you don't repeat it again. Lifestyle changes to help with short temper. Practice mindfulness. Meditation is a real thing. Studies show that daily mindfulness routine help people to feel more control of their own emotion and less aggressive. Meditation brings grounding and calmness in your life. Plan around your triggers. Maybe if you know spending too much time with your family sometimes may cause you to have anger or short temper, go out, go for a holiday, or go and stay at your friends just for a day or two. Go easy on caffeine. For some of this, mean quitting altogether. Caffeine is a super stimulant and can even make you more at the edge. Anger is relatable and many people understand if you own it honestly. You don't have to apologize for how you felt at the time. Your feelings are valid, but you should apologize if your outbursts have caused any negativity towards others. You might ask, does this mean there is something wrong with people with a short temper? Often get a bad lip, but the truth is that it doesn't make you bad person. It's simply the way your brain was built to react. While this isn't mean to excuse your behavior, being quick to anger also doesn't mean that you are never happy. Short temper doesn't define your whole emotion. It's just a piece of emotion. If you feel nothing has helped to stop you from getting angry or with your high temper, if your anger tendencies are affecting your work or causing shift in your personal life, those are the good indicators that it is time to talk to someone or even a therapist. Talking with mental health professional is very important. It's a very important step that you own your anger, your negative emotion, and take understanding towards your own temper. There are more videos on anger management, stress management, and how to be emotionally intelligent. Please check the description below. Do not forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again. Until then, take care and bye-bye.